What if I told you that scientists once cut dogs in half to test love? Or that someone tried to bring the dead back to life using electricity? Or that an experiment proved people will obey orders even when it feels very, very wrong? No, this isn't a horror movie. This is real science. And somehow, it was all legal. Welcome to the weirdest, most shocking experiments in human history. Hello, curious humans. I'm Mr. Woolly Nerd, your favorite alpaca with a PhD in why would anyone do this? If you love strange facts, uncomfortable science, they really did that? You're in the right place. Let's begin. Experiment 1. The obedience test. Milgram experiment. Quick question. If a man in a lab coat told you to hurt someone, would you do it? In the 1960s, psychologist Stanley Milgram wanted to test obedience. Participants were told they were helping with a learning experiment. Their job? Press a button that delivered electric shocks to another person. Every wrong answer, stronger shock. The screams sounded real. The pain sounded real. But here's the terrifying part. 65% of people continued all the way to the maximum voltage. Why? Because a calm voice said, "Please continue." Plot twist, no one was actually shocked. But the people pressing the button didn't know that. Mr. Woolly Nerd, side note. Turns out, authority is scarier than electricity. Experiment 2. The dog that proved love is chemical. This one is disturbing, so brace yourself. In the 1800s, scientists wanted to understand emotions. So they did something horrifying. They surgically separated a dog's upper body from its lower body while keeping it alive for a short time. Why? To see if it would still recognize people it loved. And it did. The dog wagged its tail, recognized familiar faces, reacted emotionally. Conclusion? Love doesn't come from your heart. It comes from your brain. Mr. Woolly Nerd verdict? Correct science. Absolutely unhinged method. Experiment 3. The prison that broke normal people. Imagine signing up for a psychology study. Easy money, right? Now imagine that study turns into a fake prison, and people start enjoying being cruel. The Stanford prison experiment divided participants into guards and prisoners. It was supposed to last 2 weeks. It ended after 6 days. Guards became abusive. Prisoners broke down emotionally. All roles were fake. The power was real. Mr. Woolly Nerd, this is why I'm suspicious of anyone who loves being admin. Experiment 4. Electricity versus death. In the 1700s, scientists discovered something strange. When electricity touched dead frog legs, they moved, kicked, twitched, jumped. People thought, wait, can electricity bring the dead back? This inspired experiments on animals, and later, humans. It didn't create zombies, sorry, but it did lead to modern neuroscience. And yes, this is one of the inspirations for Frankenstein. Mr. Woolly Nerd trivia. Science walked so horror movies could run. Experiment 5. The baby language test. Scientists once asked, what happens if babies grow up without human interaction? So they tried it. Infants were fed, cleaned, kept alive, but never spoken to, never hugged, never emotionally engaged. Result? Severe developmental damage.
Some never learned language. Some never fully recovered.
The experiment was stopped and banned. The takeaway? Humans need connection to survive. Yes, even introverts. Mr. Woolly Nerd hug reminder. Call someone today, even if it's awkward. Ending, interactive question. So, we've learned that people obey authority too easily. Power changes behavior fast. Love lives in the brain. Electricity terrified scientists. And loneliness can break the mind. Now, I want to ask you, which experiment shocked you the most, and why? Would you have pressed the button, followed the order? Tell me in the comments. I'm Mr. Woolly Nerd. And remember, science is fascinating, but sometimes it desperately needed adult supervision. See you in the next video.